Hi, my name is Elena Aspley, and today I'd like to have a conversation with you about vaginismus and a client that I recently seen at my studio. My website is yoniwhisperer.com, and I've been working with women for over 10 years, and I'm a somatic sexologist, sexological body worker. Vaginismus is an issue out there in the community with women. Statistically, we're not really sure how many women suffer with vaginismus. Vaginismus is an issue in the pelvic floor region of the body. It's where the vagina is very, very tight and restricted. Vaginismus is something that is not really discussed openly. There's a lot of shame around the issue, and it's something that women don't tend to talk about. Last week I had a client come to see me, very beautiful lady who's been married for roughly around about 15 years and unfortunately still a virgin. She arrived at my front door and her husband was actually with her, and so I decided that it might be a really good idea if I actually had a chat to them together. And so they came into my studio and had a seat, we had a glass of water and started chatting just so we could get to know each other and that I could work out how I might be able to work with her and assist her to have and start having a sexual relationship with her husband. We chatted for quite a long time. It's very important to really get to know my client and so that they feel very comfortable in my presence. And it was really wonderful having the husband and the wife together so that I could actually hear both sides of the story and the sadness in their relationship that they're not meeting sexually and being able to consummate their relationship. After we had a really long chat and I felt that they were feeling very comfortable in my presence, I asked my female client to disrobe and to lay on my massage table. Respect and dignity is very, very important to me, so I drape my clients for their modesty so they feel safe in my presence and able to let themselves go and actually totally relax. The massage that I like to give to my clients is my Kinkassage massage. Kinkassage is about relaxing the whole entire body and especially the whole central nervous system, right from the bottom of the spine right to the top of the head. And relaxation is really important because if a person really relaxes, their genitals also relax. And obviously if I'm working with vaginismus, that is a very, very important aspect of my Yoni Whisperer bodywork session. Before the session started, we talked about boundaries and consent and being very aware of what yes means, what no means, what maybe means. I want my client to feel very, very, very comfortable, and I want her to be able to say to me if she likes a sensation that is happening to her, if she doesn't like. It's very, very important to say as a woman what we like and what we don't like, because if we're having touch that we don't enjoy at all, our body can start closing down. And of course, over the years of having negative touch, either sexually, traumatically, even gynecologically, we can actually shut down as a woman. And the condition of vaginismus can be classed as either a primary or a secondary condition. Primary vaginismus is a condition where a woman has suffered all her life. Her vagina is constricted, it goes into spasms, and she's never been able to have any sort of gynecological examination. Even fitting a Q-tip into her vagina just doesn't happen. Secondary vaginismus is where a woman has experienced trauma. It could be sexual trauma, it even could be through a gynecological examination or something negatively happening to her where she's actually closed down from that point onwards. It was discussed before we actually started her session that her husband would actually assist me during the session. We decided that we would go into sensate touch. My client's husband didn't feel very confident giving a massage, so we decided that we would actually use ways of touching for him where he didn't have to use oil. And so we got out feathers, scarves, prickly sensations, little micro tinglers, different sensations that he could actually touch her body with, and teaching her how to relax and breathe and really relax in the moment so that she could actually let herself completely go and very much feel inside her body. As her Yoni Whisperer bodywork session moved forward, and during the session, she began to completely relax. Her brainwaves slowed down. She started having periods of time where she was just completely in the moment, and her whole body started to relax. She started giving feedback to her husband about the feelings she was experiencing and how she was enjoying being touched, and the different sensations that she enjoyed, or even the sensations that she really loved. Bliss mapping is where during a session I like to work with my client using different types of sensations so that she can give me feedback about what she likes and what she doesn't like. It's really important for the body to hear, oh golly, I really like that, or I'm not sure about that sensation, I'm not sure if I like that, or no, I don't actually like that at all, so could you please stop touching me in that way. My Yoni Whisperer Bliss Mapping Bodywork session is all about assisting a lady to know exactly what she likes in the bedroom, so she knows what to ask for with her partner, and so then during sex and intimate relations together, she can ask for exactly what she wants. Of course, men love knowing exactly what a woman likes. Every woman is different. Every woman likes different sensations and different experiences in the bedroom. So as a lady, if you actually do know what you like and what you don't like, it can be very helpful for your partner to give you exactly what you like. So let's get back to my client session with her vaginismus. We did a bliss mapping session with her husband with different sensations that she was feeling all over her body, and she can give lots of feedback about what she likes and what she doesn't like. We did this so that when they were at home, they could actually practice a couple of times a week, just giving body work where she was feeling sensations, sensate touch, and playing with different sensations on her body. We did this so that at home she could start to relax and feel very comfortable in her body. After the Yoni Whisperer Bliss Mapping, we then gave a Yoni massage. We started off massaging the vulva, very slow, relaxing, and coaching her to breathe and feel in her body and let us know when she felt uncomfortable or when she felt actual joy and enjoyed the sensations that she was actually receiving. The external vulva massage actually went for about 15 minutes, and then we went into internal Yoni Whisperer bodywork mapping, internally mapping the vagina. I use certain types of oil when I actually give Yoni Whisperer mapping sessions. And of course her husband was sitting and watching next to me, and slowly we got her to relax, and I started to be able to insert a finger into her vagina. And I inserted my finger and I just stopped and I let the body relax. And I slowly got to get my finger internally inside her and to just slowly massage, just doing little circles and feeling her body relax. Now I have to say, when I started doing this, all of a sudden I did start to feel the tension against my finger, and her body did start to go into spasms. So at that point, I work intuitively. So I have a little vibrator called a Palm Power, and I like to use distraction body work, especially when something feels a little bit uncomfortable. The client still wants to go ahead, but Her feeling vaginally was feeling a little bit of discomfort, and as I said, I could actually feel the tension and the restrictions with her vaginal muscles against my finger. So I started using my vibration, my palm power, and I started using it on her pubic bone. Now, when this started to happen, it caused a distraction because there was two things happening to her. She had me with a finger doing the vaginal mapping. I could feel restriction against my finger with her vagina contracting against me and freezing. But when I started using the palm power, she started to relax, and of course then she started to say to me that she actually started feeling pleasure. So with my finger inside her vagina and the vibrator on her pubic bone, I asked her to start doing little circles and squeezing and releasing her vaginal muscles. And from that, the pleasure started to begin. As she squeezed and released, she was going against the contracting and the restrictions of her vaginal muscles. And through squeezing and releasing, and I taught her to do little circles with her hips and to feel the vibration against her pubic bone. And from that, she started feeling pleasure, and then her vagina started to actually relax more. I moved my finger to different parts of her vagina where you can give different types of vaginal orgasms, and she started to feel pleasure. And from that, I was able to then get my finger in a little deeper and a little deeper inside her vagina. It was really a very amazing session. I came away from it feeling on an absolute high. Her husband was overjoyed. He got to watch me do the techniques that I do so that he could actually practice at home. And it was so amazing to witness her have her first vaginal orgasm. From that session, I came away with some very, very good highlights and ways that I could actually work with vaginismus, and how we could actually turn around restrictions in the vagina and turning them into sensations and getting the vagina to really relax and starting to feel. It was an absolutely amazing session. It was just so amazing. And my client's husband was absolutely overjoyed and excited with ways at home that he could actually work together with her to connect and help her to relax. And obviously the goal is to have sexual intercourse. After the end of the session, with a female client that was radiant and very, very, very happy about her experience and feeling very positive about how she could experience orgasms at home and connect with her husband at home, we decided that we would set up some homework. The couple's homework was for her husband to give her very slow, soft, sensate body work, finding scarves, toys, the vibrator, just using on her body to really relax her, because he didn't feel very comfortable, he didn't feel very confident giving a massage. And then working towards, at home, being able to receive a vulva massage, using the vibration to relax, and the oils which I've instructed them to purchase so they can use at home, and for her husband to slowly be able to put his finger inside the vagina and give internal massage, and even giving her some orgasms at home so that she can relax and feel comfortable in his presence and just learn to just receive touch from him doing body work, no penis penetration, just learning to relax and start enjoying vaginal orgasms, even if it is only done with his hands. Do please check out my website, yoniwhisperer.com. Text me on my telephone and let's have a chat and see if we can actually get together and work out what we might be able to do to assist you so you can move forward in your relationship and start having a very happy and successful sex life. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now.